I was told to call on my first day of full flow to start an IVF cycle. Why is it so quiet when she's talking? Jaci, J-A-C-I, Smith. Hello?
Hi, is this Jaci?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, thank you. So I see you started your period today?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And we're ready to start IVF?
Yes.
Awesome. So we can go ahead and schedule an appointment to come in on Monday.
Okay.
Any time in particular work out best for your schedule on Monday?
Probably the morning. Do you have anything around like maybe 9?
I have 9:15 or 8:45.
Let's do 9:15 on Monday.
Go ahead and schedule you for that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to order your medications. You get a call or a text from them to arrange the delivery. You can hold off until after we see you on Monday. We'll do same day deliveries.
Okay.
So after we see you on Monday and, we give you the recommended dose, you can go ahead and order your medication.
So what is the appointment on Monday to make sure, like what will I be doing at that appointment?
Sure, so it will be a vaginal ultrasound. We're going to be doing a follicle count to see how many follicles are on each ovary. Draw your blood is going to be for estrogen and FSH level. So the number of follicles that we see on your ovaries and the hormone levels guide the doses of medication.
Okay.
We're going to show you how to use the medication, give you instructions on how to use it, go over consent.
IVF day 1. How are we feeling?
Feeling good.
It is 9:08. Our appointment's at 9:15, so we actually need to go inside. But we are starting shots today for IVF, and we're doing the first half up until the egg retrieval. Have to do shots every day for 2 to 2.5 weeks. So it begins, and we're trying to stay positive. We're ready. All right, getting ready for the first ultrasound to make sure it's like a good cycle. I think that's the point of this, to make sure I can get started on the medication and stuff. I wanted to make a list of questions that I had for them, and now I forgot all of them. About like, just if I can exercise, and like, I read online, someone was like, you shouldn't have a lot of sugar because like it will cause more bloating. I was gonna ask them about that, just like weird little things. Got my blood drawn, got the ultrasound, and I will be getting called with the results later today to like tell me my dosage of medicine. But it's the best day, you guys, because they still have like small amounts of hojicha at certain blue bottles, so they're discontinuing their hojicha lattes in store, but I got one today, and I got a big one. Yes, I am.
Okay, the starting dose is going to be 300 for the first 3 days.
300, okay.
Remember, you've got more than that in each pen, so hold on to the remnants because we'll eventually use those as well.
Okay.
So do that tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll see you back in on Thursday.
Okay, perfect. Should I order those other medications?
Yes.
Just order all of them?
Yep.
Alrighty, I have that pen, the gonal coming today in a few hours.
Okay,
so.
good. Need to start that one tonight.
Do I need to be taking them at the same time every night?
I mean, roughly, but it doesn't have to be that precise.
Okay, and does it matter if it's like should it be right before bed, 5 p.m., doesn't really matter?
Doesn't make any difference, whatever you want.
Okay.
Good luck. Here we go.
Okay, thanks.
Thursday.
Okay, bye. I think that was a 30-second phone call.
Quick and to the point.
Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute phone call. We're ready to go. 300 for the first 3 days. And he said that's more than each. So, or more than each of that is in the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just got a message that it's coming in 30 minutes.
Nice.
The pen or the medication.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm just writing this down. Does it already have a needle on it?
No. Where are the needles?
Are you supposed to put that on first or later? It's right here.
Remove the cap and wipe the tip with alcohol.
In the ready checked pen. If there
Okay.
Removing air bubbles from the pen.
No air bubbles.
provider should show you the injection sites to use around your abdominal area. Injection site with an alcohol swab
Around
and
2
allow to
fingers
air
and 2
dry.
fingers. Smiley face around here.
Make sure the dose on the dose display matches your prescription.
Just gonna, oh wait, I need this gauze, right? Get stressed about the holding, so it's like right here. Hold on, I hold it and you go in. I keep holding for 5 seconds. I let go and you keep the needle in as I unpinch.
So where do you want it? Right here?
2 fingers, like right there.
Right there. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Okay. Wait.
Let go.
No.
What about now?
It's still
So 0.
up. Okay. Push it. Think if it's at 0. I was like wondering why this wasn't down, but maybe it's not all the way down because there's still stuff in it.
When it first went in, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't even feel it. Like it's awesome. But then it started to hurt.
Really?
Uh-huh. Right now.
How do you feel?
I feel good.
Easy enough.
Yeah, easy enough. Okay, it is day 3 of IVF. I've been doing shots every night for 3 days. Well, this will be my 3rd night, so I've done 2 so far. And I think this is like the easiest part. I just have to do 1 shot each night, and I like transfer which side I do it on. So I've only done 1 on the right side, 1 on the left side. They don't hurt too bad. They've been pretty easy. This 3rd night, I'll be doing another 1 on the right side. Then tomorrow, I go in for a little procedure called a hysteroscopy, which I wasn't really aware of until like a few days ago. They were like, okay, we want you to do this. Doing a procedure, I don't have to like go under or anything. They just told me to take some Tylenol, and it'll be pretty fast, but it's just to like look at my uterus and some things to make sure everything's good. And when I heard that I have to do that, and then I think after that, the shots, like the dosage goes up, I believe, and I have to be on more medication. So I think after tomorrow, things are gonna get a little more intense. But I wanted to say, I had this kind of like epiphany yesterday, which I've been feeling this lately, but yesterday I felt it really strongly. Just the need to kind of go on a mini like social media detox. My version of that is like I'm still gonna create content and be posting and stuff, but I'm just not gonna really consume much. A lot of things that I will see on the internet, like I've been looking up a lot of IVF stuff because I just have been trying to wrap my head around this process and be like, oh, I want to see what other people, other people that have gone through it, but I don't want to fill my mind with like fear and anxiety during this very like important time where I'm doing all these shots and medication and I'm gearing up for like my eggs to be taken out of me. I'm creating my future child right now. I really don't want to have all these negative emotions and fears while I'm going through this, and I feel like when I was thinking about it, I'm like, honestly, the thing that gives me all these fears is stuff that I see on the internet. It's like me researching something or like just randomly seeing something on my For You page that's like really sad. Kind of I'm just like trying to detox a little from all of that, and it feels really good. Like this morning I woke up and I journaled and I did my little like 369 journal. I'll show you guys what I used. So this Mad Happy journal I love so much, and I'll show you like an example. It has like little prompts. My emotions I'm currently feeling are this. This makes me realize this. After reflecting, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and they're always different. 3 things on my mind today. Like it has these little prompts, and then you kind of rate how you're feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And then you just have a free page to like draw, doodle, write anything you want. So I really love this journal, and I woke up and immediately this morning I did this. I didn't get on my phone. And then I did my 369 method journal, which is essentially just a manifestation journal, and you just choose like an affirmation or something like, I'm so grateful. One of my affirmations the past few months has been like, I'm so grateful for my clear glowing skin. I think I manifested it with the help of Curology and doing a few other things, but you basically act like you already have it. So you say like, I'm so thankful for whatever. Then you just write it a bunch of times and kind of just get that in your mind. And so after doing those 2 things, that was such a good way to start my morning. I've been thinking this, like I said, for a while. I'm like, I really want to be just like flowing and just in a really good headspace. But then I realized I wasn't like, I'm not taking the steps to do that unless I am like really putting effort into just being present and stuff. I'm just trying to set myself up basically for like the best possible scenario. So I'm feeling good today. I'm trying to finish up like any work stuff that I have to do today, just because I do have that like little procedure tomorrow, and I want to not have to like have a bunch of stuff on my to-do list tomorrow. So that's the sitch. Ew, wait, it's scary. Don't leave this.
God, you just have to do
I am just letting myself cry right now for no specific reason. I don't know if I'm just like emotional because of the medication that I'm on or what, but I was just like asking my parents if they'd be able to help me with my shot. My dad was just like, so like, of course, like I'll do it. I'm just like, I think I'm crying happy tears. I don't know, I'm just like emotional, but I was just thinking like it's so nice that everyone's willing, no hesitation, just like willing to support me and help me with my medication and stuff, even though they probably don't like want to give me a shot, but they're just like, of course, yeah. Literally, why am I sobbing? I don't know. I'm just thinking of the future because this girl was saying like something that helped her through all the shots and all the medication was just like picturing the reason she's doing it. And like when I picture that the reason that I am doing this, that I hopefully will just like have what I want and like have a baby, it makes it so worth it. Anyway, I'm just emo. I'm an emo girl. Ow. It is day 4. Today's the day of the hysteroscopy. The little like mini procedure thing. Should be quick. Should hopefully not hurt too bad, but it's to look at the inside of my uterus and make sure that it's okay and healthy to carry an embryo.
Apparently they sent a camera up there. So we're gonna ask if, I brought my GoPro. We're gonna ask if they can use that and we can put that on the vlog.
Please keep that. I was just telling Life, this is probably what I'm most nervous for out of, honestly, that's a lie, maybe all the injections too, but like, I got a procedure where they put liquid up you and to look at your tubes, like when we did IUI, and it was so painful. Like, I remember being like, that was way worse than I thought, but they said this one shouldn't be as painful, but it's like the same type of idea, but to look at the uterus, so.
Sorry? Your nails are
Oh, thank you.
We'll just leave this for about 20 minutes just to minimize any bruising, okay?
All right, that's inside your uterus.
Wow.
Looks like a nice place to put an embryo.
Complete.
She did it.
We did it. I got blood drawn. They did the COVID test for me. I'm already bruised on this arm. I don't know if you can really see right there from getting blood drawn the other day, but I'm gonna start having to do like get blood drawn every day, I think, next week. He said everything looked good in the uterus, so that's really good news. No issues. Not that I was expecting any, but like, I don't know. Obviously, you just never know
It's
what
crazy
they can find.
they have just this tiny like probe camera. It's like up there and we're just seeing her uterus
It's
or whatever.
crazy. Like, it's crazy to see that.
They're like, looks like a good place for
An embryo.
An embryo.
Wild. Oh my gosh, it's so weird that that's inside my body. Like, I cannot believe I was looking at it in real time, like with that little video camera. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm glad to have that done. I can also confirm that it is not as bad at all as the tube test that I got like a year or 2 ago. It was not as painful. So I did take ibuprofen to gear up for this because they told me to, so that probably helped. But we'll see how the rest of today goes because I went to Pilates this morning because I wanted to get a last workout in potentially. But hopefully I just continue to feel good.
Yeah.
Everything's been good.
Big vibes.
It's those black dots.
The big black holes. Anything that contains fluid looks black on an ultrasound.
Okay.
So what you're looking at are little fluid capsules that should contain an egg. You can't physically see the egg because the egg is microscopic.
Gotcha.
But you should be able to know how everything's progressing by how much this grows. And then when it gets to a certain size, 20 millimeters or more, that's usually where nature would make you ovulate. So we know that that's the indication of maturity of the egg inside.
Right here. Sorry. I always have to get my stance.
Like right here.
It's on.
There's air in it, so I'm gonna poke you again.
Okay. Go out.
Okay, do the gums.
Oh, okay. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Ah, that one hurt going in. That's probably freaking why.
No air was going in because it was at the base.
Oh, I think you have to do that. Did you not do that before?
It's fine. They just don't want air going in.
Let's not insert back right there because that won't hurt. Okay, I'll just go here. Gosh, I'm running out of spots.
I mean,
Go
she
like
said
over
you
here?
can do this whole.
Okay, let's go like here.
Okay.
I have to always be like wide. Okay, ready?
Yep. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, this needle is.
Thicker.
It's like not so much thicker, but it just
It punctures.
doesn't penetrate as well.
Hello. Today is day 9 of IVF, of shots, of everything, and I wanted to do a little check-in update with how I'm feeling and how everything's going. I'm feeling pretty good. Last night and today were the first time I was starting to feel a little worn down and beat up a little bit. I feel like up until this point, I've been honestly feeling pretty good, pretty normal. I'll have little moments where I'm tired or, the shots like aren't that fun, but for the most part, I've pretty much had energy and been living my normal life. The shots are starting to hurt a little more just because I'm having to do them more often, so it's like a little more tender. I'm having to do more now, so I do one at night and one in the morning every day. And then I have to go to, right now I'm going every other day to the doctor for blood work, vaginal ultrasound, and soon he said it will be every single day that I'm doing that. So I'm starting to kind of feel that just like, okay, well, a little worn down just because I'm doing a lot of stuff, and it is kind of taking over my schedule in my life at this point, which is fine. I only have like another week to go. I just made myself a little like greens powder in water, and Leif is going to pick up some food right now. I'm trying to stay super hydrated. I also have my water right here. I'm trying to stay really hydrated, just like eat enough and eat good food during this whole process as I'm creating the eggs and as the embryos will be created. That's kind of the update. I've been feeling really tired today and a bit crampy and uncomfortable. I tried to batch all my work stuff, just like anything I had to shoot, but I do need to shoot something tomorrow. So I'm gonna need to give myself a boost of energy there. All things considered, I'm doing pretty well. I've just spent the past few hours working on my laptop just right here, kind of laying down. There's a Suns game on tonight, so that's fun. Something to look forward to and still just be able to like relax. It's been nice to kind of plan some stuff. We're going to dinner tomorrow night with Delaney and Clay. Like, we've been planning things still. I've been podcasting. I podcasted last night. And so I still feel like I'm living my normal life. It just is like when you're scheduling things, going through this, you have to consider all of your appointments and all of your shots. They have to be timed at a certain time. They were telling me, which is crazy, I didn't realize this, the certain shot that I started doing in the morning now, they were like, it has to be at the same time every morning. It has to be within 24 hours of when you took it, or else like basically this whole IVF cycle is shot. Like, you, no pun intended, like you would have to start over completely. So they were saying if you take it every morning at 10 a.m., you can take it earlier than that. You can take it earlier than 10. But if you're like, okay, I'll just take it at 9 a.m. today, then from that point forward, it's 9 a.m. or earlier. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just move it back 5 minutes every day. So the first one I took 10 a.m. And then the next day I took it at 9:45 a.m. Today I took it at like 9:38 or whatever. Tomorrow I'm gonna take it at 9:30. Anyway, I'm just like, because I don't ever want to go past 24 hours and then be screwed. But I had an appointment this morning and they said everything looks good. They called me with the information. The reason I have to get blood work so often is to check my hormone levels and to check how everything's responding so that they can determine my next dosage for medication. So I don't exactly know what they're basing it off of, but like every day that I go to the doctor and get my blood drawn, they call me back a few hours later and they're like, okay, stay on the same dose you're on. Or like one of the times he was like, reduce your dose by 50. Like, it's the shots that I'm doing so that I know how much to put in my body based on my specific like hormone levels and stuff. The best way I could describe how I feel internally, that I keep saying to Leif, and I haven't really seen someone describe it this way, is just that my stomach feels gurgly. Like, which I guess is just like nausea, but it's not even nausea. It's like maybe bloating. I don't know. It's like my stomach feels just super gurgly after I do the shots, and honestly just like kind of throughout the day, I'm just like, oh, it feels kind of weird in there. I don't know. It is day 11 and I am in the same place that you left me. Okay, and let me just say, today is not my vibe. 2 days ago, I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but 2 days ago, actually when I was in Arizona, I got out of bed and it was like it was midday. I just like laid down for 30 minutes. When I got out of bed, I stepped out of bed and my foot hurt so bad. I felt like I couldn't put pressure on it. Like I almost like sprained it or something, and I was like, what the heck? But I figured it was just like a weird, I don't know, like it would go away in 10 minutes. I just like stepped on it weird. It is now like 3 days since that happened, and it's gotten actually worse. Like it feels like I pulled a muscle in my foot or something. And so not only have I been not feeling that well just from all these shots and stuff, but now I like legit can't walk. Like I'm limping everywhere. I'm so annoyed because I want to like get fresh air and like go on walks, but I literally can't walk. I feel extra like sick in a way because I'm just like stuck on the couch or on my bed because I can't literally do anything or walk anywhere. Day 11, my stomach has been hurting really bad today. My boobs are super sensitive. I'm kind of feeling all the things that they described to me. They were like, you might feel this, you might feel that. I feel like I'm feeling all of those things now. The first week really was not that bad. The first, honestly, like 9 days, pretty good. But now I'm starting to feel all the things that I've heard people talk about. Just like super fatigued, stomach's kind of hurting. My freaking foot. Why is my foot the worst part of this? I'm like, why did this have to happen right now? I guess maybe it's like a good thing it happened because it's like I'm supposed to be resting anyway. They told me not to work out this week or anything. They said I could still go on walks. So that was like what I was planning on doing to get outside and get moving. So I feel very like stagnant, but I'm gonna go outside and read just a second here. And he said that he thinks my egg retrieval will be, I'll probably do the trigger shot in 2 days. It's Thursday right now. I'm probably gonna trigger on Saturday. And then he said his prediction is that I will do the egg retrieval on Monday, which is in 4 days. It's pretty soon, and then this part's over, which is nice. So I've been having to get my blood drawn every day, and my arms are super sore and like bruised as well, specifically on this side. They've had to take my blood from both sides because like, I don't know, sometimes they just can't find my veins. And my left arm kind of feels like it got punched or something. Like it feels like a dead arm. You can kind of see bruises above my birthmark right there, but anyway, I am like fully embracing, I'm feeling ugly. I'm feeling not well. Today's not the vibe. Leif and Lady just went on a walk. I'm very jealous that I couldn't go with them. They're coming back in right now. Leif's like, are you sure you don't want to go? And I'm like, I literally cannot walk. My foot is like so tender on the bottom of it. It's so weird. Hey.
Hello.
Oh, Lady keeps like literally, hey. She keeps like jumping on my stomach and I'm like, girly, that hurts. How was your walk? Aw, thanks for the snuggles. Go take your harness off.
Alright, let's go draw your blood and figure out. So you're not taking that shot just yet.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let you know later what to take for tonight and then see you back tomorrow.
Okay.
So that means the earliest this could be is going to be Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds good.
We'll do it when they're ready.
Okay.
Thanks.
One more day until I trigger still. Right? Is that what you say?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we were gonna do it on Saturday.
Yeah. And it's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll probably take the trigger shot, and then Monday I'll have the egg retrieval.
Yeah. Which is what
They're
we thought.
growing, but they're not big enough yet to trigger. So, stay tuned.
New haircut. Who dis?
We're prepared to get triggered. I'm about to get so triggered.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Oh,
Because
wait.
we're doing the trigger shot.
I put it all the way in.
All the way in, really.
Put the needle all the way in.
Pull back.
Pull back a little bit. If there's blood, we'll take it out and do another needle in a different location.
Tell me when I'm gonna breathe out.
So I'm gonna do it. Should I just do it in the center of the?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay. Good job.
That was in the muscle. That was intramuscular. To be honest though, when you put it in, I didn't really feel it because it was kind of numb.
Yeah.
Like when I was like, oh, when you're like, it's in or whatever, I was like, really? Ooh, it feels like a dead leg. I kind of feel like crying a little bit, but not because it hurts.
Just like emotions.
Yeah.
You can cry. It's okay. Did a good job.
I don't even know why I'm crying. It doesn't hurt that bad. Good morning, everyone. It is the day of the egg retrieval. We just got to the surgery center and it's 6:54 a.m. We have to be there at 7, but we're just a short walk away. And then the actual procedure is at 8, right?
Yeah, they're gonna prep you for an hour.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's looking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under anesthesia and get my eggs removed, and then they will combine it with Leif's sperm to create an embryo. Pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
It's day 15. Did I already say that?
No.
Of all of this. So it's been over 2 weeks. Yesterday, I didn't have to do a shot. I'm done with the shots, which is so nice. This is kind of the last of this half of everything. This egg retrieval is like what we've been building up to, and once they take my eggs, they create the embryos. Like, I'm gonna have some time off from IVF. I'm not sure when we'll transfer the embryo to my body, but we'll see. So we have no expectation on how many eggs we're gonna get. I've been trying so hard to understand like a range that it will be, but the doctor's just like, every person is so different. I don't think they want to give me a number and then, you know, it's lower or something. You know what number I was kind of like, I'm like really hoping for? 10 minimum. I don't know, that just keeps coming in my mind. I'm like, I hope I get at least 10, but I guess I have no idea. I don't know if I'll get 20 or if I'll get 5. Like, it's really hard to know. So the eggs, they go through a bunch of phases, which like I'm sure we'll describe to you guys later, but the amount of eggs that you get in the beginning, it's not like that's how many embryos you can create. It like significantly dwindles. So if you get 10 eggs, then they have to go through like all these different stages, and then if they're fertilized, and if they're made it to blastocyst stage, and then if they're genetically tested, like you end up with like 2 embryos that are good or something. I'm just making up a scenario. But so that's why I'm just really hoping we get like as many as possible, obviously. So I have no idea what to expect though, and I've seen people that have literally gotten 3 eggs and they still have gotten pregnant. They've gotten like 1 healthy embryo.
Nice.
So I'm sure it'll be fine no matter what happens. I just want to get as many embryos as possible so that I don't have to do this part over again if I want to get pregnant again. Like, if we only get 1 healthy embryo, it's just, you know, it's like
chances are lower.
Yeah, like hopefully it will stick, but then I would have to do this whole process again. Whereas if we get like 3 or 4 healthy embryos, then like maybe those are just like, we can have all those kids, or we not as whatever. We have choices, but we don't have to do this first half again. I have to do the shots and everything again once we are ready to implant it, but that's another story. So I'm just focused on this half of it and we're pretty much done. I've heard that the recovery is actually kind of hard and like painful, so the next few days I'll probably be feeling a lot better though.
Good vibes, good
vibes
energy
only.
through the body. Love you.
Love you. I've been so bloated and like gassy the past few days, like literally just endless like gurgling stomach. So I'm excited to not have that anymore. Let's go. I had to take off all my jewelry, I can't wear like lotion, makeup, anything. So I'm feeling bare. Back to the egg retrieval. This one.
Just picked up Jaci from surgery. She's probably still loopy a little.
A little.
Yeah. Groggy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel fine now?
Mm-hmm. Did they tell you?
Yeah.
Because they told me and I remember.
You do?
12.
Yep.
I
I
wanted
wonder
more.
if you'll remember in an hour.
I wanted more than that.
You said 10.
I know, that was me being really low. I wanted to get like 18 or 20, but it's okay.
12 and called me.
Really?
Yeah, he told me it's 12. He said everything went well. He sounded really positive about it all.
Okay.
No issues, no concerns. Very standard, very good.
Oh, I mean, all we need is one good one, so I'm sure that 12 will end us up with one, but yeah.
I think it'll be perfect. Okay,
Crampy.
let's go home.
Don't drive fast.
So out of the 14 eggs, 12 of them were mature and all of them fertilized.
Amazing.
Can't do any better than that. Look at them next on Thursday, and I'll give you an update then.
Wait, sorry, you said there were 14 eggs?
There were 14, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we were told that there were 12.
Yeah, I know. They must have found a couple afterwards, but it turned out those two were probably the immature ones.
Okay, so 12 mature and fertilized.
Yep.
Yay, thank you so much.
All right, talk to you then.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
Wow,
I'm so happy.
that's crazy.
That's literally best case scenario.
Yeah, did you hear him say you can't do better than that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna cry. That's so happy. I was so nervous. I was just like really hoping. It's funny because I was like, I wanted more. Like, when, and there literally were 2 more.
Love you.
I love you.
Can't believe we're gonna have 12 kids.
I wonder if these hormones make me emotional or if I'm just emotional about this whole process.
A little of both.
Yep. Yay.
It's so awesome.
I'm just so happy. I mean, that's not even the final thing, but that means that they were all good quality, you know?
Yeah. Every step of the way has been just good news.
Yeah. It is the day after the egg retrieval. Wait, right? Yeah. Yes. It is 1 day after. I'm feeling a lot better. Honestly, I just took some Tylenol. I was gonna record later last night, but I was kind of just out of it and like not feeling well pretty much the whole day because they gave me pain medicine, and I learned from my chin surgery to just take the pain meds. Like, sometimes I just try and tough it out, but I'm like, if I'm in pain, like, there's a reason they gave me this pain medication, so I should just take it. Was taking that, but it also makes me super tired whenever I take pain meds, so I took one right when I got home, and then I took one before bed. It helped me sleep a lot better. I'm still crampy for sure, but I like got up, put a little bit of makeup on and skincare, and Leif and I went to go, we just got in and out, and we just like did a little drive in the Rabbit, like pulled over at a park and just kind of sat there. But even that, like, I wouldn't have wanted to do that yesterday. I just didn't feel well. Or even like the previous days. I think when it all turned around for me was like probably day 13 or so. I probably already said this, but like the day before the trigger shot, I just started feeling like not that great. Like, I just wanted to kind of lay around and not do much. And also because of my foot being like sprained or something, I don't know what the heck I did to it. It's still kind of hurting, honestly. It's been a full week, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but that's unrelated. The point is, we did the egg retrieval and we got such good news. I'm so happy with how many of the eggs fertilized. When he called, like, you saw that clip, but I was like confused because he was like, out of the 14, 12 of them fertilized. I was like, wait, I thought there were only 12 eggs. And he was like, the other 2 were probably just immature. That's why they didn't even count. We didn't even count them or something. Anyway, but basically 12 of the eggs fertilized and were mature. IVF is kind of confusing. Like, I didn't know any of this until I started going through it, but the number of eggs that you get, that number significantly dwindles with each step usually of the process. So I've seen people be like, oh, we got 25 eggs, but then only 17 of them were mature and fertilized or whatever. And then like, oh, only 12 of them made it to the like day 5 blastocyst stage. There's all these stages. And then, okay, we sent them off for genetic testing. You got 2 embryos. Like, it can dwindle so much. When you saw that clip of me being like, oh, only 12, like, I wanted as many eggs as possible because I knew that number was gonna dwindle. But as I've done more research, I've heard that, like, which they kept telling me this, they're like, don't compare your experience to anyone else's because everyone is so different, and some girls like will get a ton of eggs, which that could be a good thing, but it also can be like a lot of them can be not mature and not even like viable to use, and so the number that you get doesn't always like matter a ton. You need to just go through all the stages to see how many embryos you end up with. It was just funny because my reaction, I was kind of like loopy. I was like 12 eggs, I wanted more. Like I was, because I've seen other girls get like 30 eggs and I'm like, ugh, I was expecting to get a lot just because I feel like I'm young and stuff. So, but what I'm realizing is the fact that 12 of them fertilized like is a really good sign, and I feel like that means that things are, I don't know, all the news up to this point has been really positive. So like every procedure or thing I've had done has gone seamlessly and been as good as it possibly could be. So I'm like so just relieved. I was telling Leif, I'm like, I'm just in such a good mood because my body feels like it's mine again. I can do whatever I want. I can work out next week. I can like eat whatever. I've had to just be drinking like a ton of electrolytes for this like fluid in my body, and I just feel like it's been like a full-time job trying to keep up on everything, taking all the medication, all the shots at the specific times, going to the doctor every morning. So I'm like very happy to just be done with that at this point and just wait until we get the genetic testing back and all the stages of the embryos again, just hoping for continued good news. I wanted to show you guys my stomach. I put this down here. So it's kind of bloated and just like, I don't know. This is actually not as bad. The bloating has gone down yesterday. I feel like it was worse. And this morning it was worse, but it's continuing to get better. Do you see this bruise? There's one here too from the injections, but that is what my stomach looks like now. We are progressing. This was just one of the injections, like immediately when Leif put it in, I was like, that hurt really bad, and he took it out, pretty much immediately bruised. I don't know what the difference was between that one and like pretty much all the others, but it pretty much only bruised there and it's faded a lot. And then there was one kind of in that same region over here, but a tip that they gave me is just to alternate where you do the injections. So never injected the same side twice in like a day. If I injected there in the morning, I would do there at night, and like whatever, I would try and alternate as much as possible. You do have only like a small little window of space you can do the injections, so that was what my doctors told me and it did work pretty well. I just got those 2 little bruises. Okay, those will all be sent off for genetic testing. Okay, awesome. Are there certain like, I don't know, ratings or rankings of the 8? Oh, eggs. Okay, so is there any sort of percentage or thing you go off of out of the 8 that you think would be genetically normal, or it's total? Okay, well, we will stay tuned. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.
8 what?
8 kids. 8 that are biopsied and look normal and good, saying that he doesn't think that, like he thinks the 8 is what it's gonna be. So he'll call us tomorrow and there could be 9, but there's 8 good ones. Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So 8 good ones, and he said we could grade them now, but he said I don't like to until after they've been genetically tested that they're normal, because sometimes the prettiest embryos are not genetically like great or whatever. So he was saying that we have 8 out of 11 that are like good to be genetically tested. Cheers! You can't cheers.
I can't cheers.
That's good news. We're always in the most random. Sometimes we're just in the most random place when I get a call and I'm like,
Yeah.
anyway.
How about those results?
We're so happy with them.
Yeah, I would hope so. Doesn't
Yeah.
get much better. Are you wanting to know the gender breakdown?
I would love to know. Do you want me to tell you right now?
Yeah, I don't think it will wait.
You are correct.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy, 'cause, like, that's the number I had in my mind, and then I made a firm guess, like, last night.
You have father's intuition.
Wow. That is crazy.